so happy to finally be able to sit in front of a camera and not look like a warped alien because of my crazy poison ivy, as you can tell from the title of this video. But I wanted to say thank you so much to everybody who sent me messages, like get well soon tweets, comments on my videos, and sent me like links to, you know, different home remedies and stuff like that, like things I could try to just get this poison ivy to go away. You guys were so sweet to do that, and so I thought I would do like an update video about my poison ivy and give you some tips on what worked for me, what didn't work for me, and then this amazing concoction of a green calamine lotion that I sort of made up by using just a ton of different ingredients that I had in my house. So first, let me tell you about the poison ivy. So if you didn't know, I had poison ivy. I've had it for about 2 weeks now. I was working in the yard, and I don't know, I didn't really know that South Florida grew poison ivy, but apparently it does. And I guess it just got on me, and my body erupted. I was like a walking histamine. It just erupted, and it wasn't even like the parts of my body that touched poison ivy were the only ones affected. It was just my entire system seemed to be compromised by the poison ivy. Now, I did read that every time you get poison ivy, it's worse than the time before that, and I guess that's kind of true. I've had poison ivy 2 times before, and this has definitely been the worst of it. So originally it started like on my face and then on my wrist, and then it just sort of spread everywhere, like all up and down my arms, on my stomach, on my hip, on my neck. It was just like everywhere. It looked like my face, there was a day where it was on the worst of it, and I'll insert pictures, but on the worst of it, it looked like I had gotten into a fight. Like I was having like welts on my face. Now, I actually was able to use some makeup today and cover up things, and it wasn't bothering me, so you can't probably see the welts that are right under my eyes because the swelling has gone down considerably. I was able to control the itching. Even though I was extremely itchy. And if you follow me on Twitter, you will know I think I complained about being itchy every single day of my life because it was just so unbearable at times. I was able to control the itching using some DIY things, some natural things, as well as some over-the-counter things, but I could not control the spreading. See, I'm like itching right now. I could not control the spreading, and so I did eventually have to go to the doctor to get a steroid pack because I could not control the spread. It just kept spreading. Like my system was not, it just was not responding. I needed something internal to stop it from spreading. So I went to the doctor, got a steroid pack of prednisolone. Is that how you pronounce it? Prednisone. I know prednisone turns into prednisolone, but whatever. So that's what it is. I was trying to avoid that at all costs just because I don't really like to take corticosteroids, but whatever. I couldn't take it anymore, and my face was looking like I, you know, was in like a boxing arena. So I needed to do that. And then I also got a extra strength antihistamine, like a stronger version of Benadryl, essentially, to help with the itching at night. So let me tell you first what did not work for me. What did not work, like there was no singular thing. So all the things that I read about like poison ivy, poison oak, anything, mosquito bites, no single thing works. Aloe didn't work for me, calamine lotion didn't work for me, Benadryl spray didn't work for me. Like nothing on its own worked. It was sort of a combination of things. So in the morning, as soon as I would wake up, I was like extra itchy. So because I'd been sleeping all night, and I don't know, I hadn't been taking medicine, hadn't been putting anything on it, so it was just, I would wake up really itchy. So what I would do is I would hop in the shower, and I would turn the shower on as hot as I could possibly stand it. Now, I read this somewhere, and it worked. So I would turn the water on really hot, and then I would run the hot water, like I have a detachable shower nozzle. So I would take the hot water, and I would take the nozzle, and I would put it on the spots that itched the most. Now, for about 45 seconds to a minute, it would itch. It would be like extra itchy. It was like the worst possible itch ever for about 45 seconds to a minute. After that, it would like subside, and the itching would subside for hours after the hot water bath. And I read it was because you're sort of confusing your nerves. So it gets like super duper itchy because it's like, I don't know, it's like really irritated, and then I guess your nerves don't know what to do, so it just stops itching, and that would work for like hours. So anytime I was feeling extra itchy, especially on my arms, I would just go to the bathroom, run it under some really hot water, or take some hot water in like a cup, like almost boiling, almost to the point where it was burning me, and I would just put it on there and it would be like super itchy, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, and it would be like so itchy. But then after that it would like subside, and then it was like good for hours. So that worked really, really well. None of the, like, calamine lotion didn't work for me. None of the creams, you know, hydrocortisone didn't work. None of those steroidal creams or any of those creams worked. What worked the best was the hot water, especially during the day when I had to be out and about and I couldn't be covered in this green calamine lotion that I'm about to tell you about. So that worked during the day. At night, I would come home, I would shower again and doing the hot water thing, and then I would put on this concoction of a green calamine lotion. Now, this is like a makeshift anti-itching thing. I remember when I first sort of tried it, I was like texting my friends who had kids, and I was like, oh my gosh, if your kids ever get into poison ivy or ever have like really bad mosquito bites, put Indian healing clay and apple cider vinegar on it. It is like immediate relief. It was the absolute best of all of the things that I tried. So I'm going to show you now how I did this. It's super easy. If you have kids or if you are suffering from anything super duper itchy, I highly recommend it because it was just the best thing for me. So that is my poison ivy story. I am currently taking my medication, so don't worry. I'm actually almost done. I have 2 days left of that. And then I have a prescription strength antihistamine to help with the histamines, to block my histamines at nighttime. It makes you like really, really drowsy though. What is this called? This is called hydroxyzine. I don't know. I've never heard of it. Hydroxyzine. And anyway, it knocks you out, so don't take it during the day if you ever encountered that. There is some on here as well, and then it goes up and down my arm, on my stomach, on my hip. I'm not going to show you all that because you pretty much get the idea. It's starting to go away. It's starting to dry out, which is why it's this color. And now it's still itchy, but it's itchy because it's healing. It's not itchy because it's erupting. It's very much a different kind of itch. So I hope that that was helpful for anybody who might have suffered from, is suffering from, may suffer from, if you have kids especially, because you know, kids can get into all these sorts of things. And yeah, the green calamine lotion has been like awesome. I've made, this is the second batch. I think this is like the second batch that I made, and I usually just put it on at night and then I sleep with it on. I like to make it a little more liquidy because when I first tried it, I made it like a paste, but then when the paste would dry, it would just irritate me even more. Like it became like crunchy and irritate me. So I like it to be more liquidy because then it goes on and then it's just, I don't know. That's just my preference. You can do whatever you want, but yeah, hope you guys are having a really awesome day, and I'll see you next time. Take care.
Okay, so this is what you're gonna need. Some Indian healing clay or Benzonite clay. You're also gonna need some sea salt. Any sea salt is good. Then some baking soda. You're gonna need some apple cider vinegar, of course. I'm gonna throw that in. And then you're gonna need some purified water and an empty container. Okay, so now what I'm doing is putting in a 1/4 cup of the purified water. And then I'm taking 3 tablespoons of clay. You can really just sort of experiment, but 3 tablespoons seem to work the best for me. 1 tablespoon of baking soda, 1 tablespoon of sea salt, and then 1 tablespoon of the apple cider vinegar. You just mix it all together, and then apply it onto the wound or the itchy spot as often as you need to, and then you can enjoy sweet relief. I hope that this was helpful. I'll talk to you soon. For more tips, visit www.dazzlediaries.com.